Hey there, Alistair here, Campania Knives. Just thought I would share this tip for those of you who are struggling like I was for quite some time before I kind of worked out what was going on, is how to get that plunge line with the little curve there. If you can see that. There you go, you can see it there. And same the other side. Now, for some kind of strange reason, I kept getting it, and it was almost like a 90-degree right angle there, and it didn't have that nice kind of radius, which is what I was after. And basically, what it is the belt on your grinder needs to be hanging off the edge of the platen a little bit. So I'm talking like from anywhere from like 5 mil up to like 10, depending on how your grinder works. But if you just hang it off the edge, then you will get that nice little curve there. If we head over to the grinder, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Hopefully you can see what I mean. So you can see there the belt and the edge of the platen there. Sorry, covered in dust. You can see the edge of the platen there. Now it's overhanging. That's probably a little bit too far there, but you get the idea. So it just gives that little tiny bit of flex to the edge of the belt. So as when you're on the grind and you're moving it in. And that's the other thing is as well. Sometimes it's best to don't start down on your plunge line. Kind of work up to it, and then that way you can get that nice little radius there, and you don't tend to dig in too much. But yeah, so overhang the belt slightly, and yeah, you should be able to get that. It also works on Scandi grinds as well. Hang on a second, let me just go and grab another knife. All right, so we've got Scandi as well. You can see that it's got that nice under there. It's got that nice curve to it rather than that dead straight kind of 9-degree angle. The same the other side. It just looks a lot nicer. Probably is stronger as well, would have thought, because you haven't got that like basically could be a weak spot with a sharp 90. So yeah, that it kind of like baffled me for quite some time as to why it was happening, and it was odd sometimes because one side would go curved, the other side would be square, and you'd be like scratching your head, what the hell? So obviously what it was the belt was over a little bit on one side of the grinder and not the other, so that's why you were getting that nice curve one side, not so nice the other side. But also works if you're using jigs as well. That was like most of my work is freehand. I do actually, with a lot of the Scandi grinds, I do actually use a jig for those, because where is it? Not this one, I knocked up a few years ago. So basically a knife goes on there and then you grind. Because I just find with the Scandi grinds, because they are precise angles that you're working with, as you know, a Scandi grind, the tip of the where are we? Yeah, the edge there, you're grinding down to like a 0 edge, whereas this one will have a secondary bevel ground to sharpen it. With the Scandi, that's the final cutting edge, and you want to be quite specific with your angle. This one was 26 degrees total, so 13 degrees each side, and you can freehand it, but you're kind of guessing what your angle is going to be then. So I always like to just use the jigs. Nothing wrong with using a jig, it's more precise, and I think you get an exact grind every time. So, but all the other grinds, like the saber grind, full flat grind, I do all those by hand. So yeah, so hopefully that could solve some problems that you've got when you're grinding. I know it is freehanding it and trying to get it exactly how you want it is so frustrating. So just got to persevere, keep practicing, and hopefully you'll get there. So anyway, that's all for now. If you want to see some of my work that I've been working on over the last sort of few months, go on to my Instagram account, which is just Campania Knives on Instagram, and check out some of my creations on there. So anyway, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.